Welcome back to SA Today. Now, the City of Ekurhuleni has placed its head of human resources, Gxasheka, on precautionary suspension. The city states that the move is aimed at protecting internal processes as investigations continue. Now, it emerged at the Madlanga Commission that Gxasheka was allegedly very reluctant to initiate suspension proceedings against suspended EMPD Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi over allegations that he had fitted blue lights that were used by law enforcement in private vehicles belonging to controversial jailed businessman Vusimuzi Matlala. All right, for this discussion, we've roped in political analyst Dr. Levy Ndou to further unpack the developments at the City of Ekurhuleni, as of course the city has been embroiled in alleged interference as well as maladministration. Dr. Ndou, it's such a pleasure. A very good afternoon to you. So what do you make of these latest developments in the embattled City of Ekurhuleni? This is certainly wheels of justice and a process to right the wrong of the gross misconduct that has been reported to have taken place at the entity. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Alicia. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. I think the first thing that we need to acknowledge is that the Madlanga Commission has given us an opportunity to know a lot of wrong things that are taking place in a number of areas. And one of the areas that we got to know is the City of Ekurhuleni. We now do know that there was an EMPD report which was ignored by people at high level in the City of Ekurhuleni. We do know that there was an illegal contract that was entered into by the officials of Ekurhuleni, and in particular, General Julius Mkhwanazi. We also do know now, through the commission, that it was very clear that certain individuals would be protected whilst others would not get protection or they will be harassed. And I think one should acknowledge the fact that with all this kind of information coming onto the fore, the City of Ekurhuleni had to be under pressure to act, and I think that is why they acted. One of the biggest questions we would ask would be, what if this information did not come out at the commission? Was the leadership of the City of Ekurhuleni just going to sit down and relax, knowing that there is an EMPD report that made recommendations and indeed action was supposed to be taken, and they're only acting now because of the commission? That is one thing that, in my view, will still require answers from the leadership of the city. But it's important, in my view, to acknowledge and note that there is action that is being taken, and one would expect that more would follow.
And absolutely, I mean, in general, Doctor, I mean, we have seen, as you've just made reference to, quite a lot of movement as a direct result of the evidence before both the ad hoc as well as Madlanga inquiries. But one wonders then, Doctor, why are other implicated individuals not being arrested? I know you've just mentioned that protection of information and testimony type of privilege. But with so much information being in the public domain now, why do you think there's still some reluctance or inaction in some instances to get the perps to answer for their crimes?
I think it's important to note that when people are doing or involved in corrupt activities, they are also very clever in the sense that they are able to cover their tracks so that there could not be hard evidence that could make the law enforcement agencies to act. But also what is very interesting is that here we are dealing with people that are employed in the law enforcement agency of the Republic. They could be having a good relationship with some of those that are supposed to arrest. And that is why the commission is indeed dealing with the rot that is taking place within the police. So we do not know whether some of these individuals have got good links with the people that are supposed to be effecting arrests and that's why we do not see anything happening. We should also acknowledge that within the police service, there are police that are also involved in corrupt activities, and they will also participate in ensuring that they protect or not act when they hear and know about wrong things being done by certain individuals. And I think even though we might not get all of them, this commission will assist us to identify some of them, and slowly but surely we could see change happening in our security system of South Africa.
I like that you brought that point across, Doctor. So let's speculate a little bit with the aid of testimony before the Commission as well as ad hoc committee as to who then you think is possibly next to face the music for their conduct within this quagmire. There has been quite a few names being bounced about, like the former city manager who also appeared before the Commission. And if you watched, incriminated herself in her explanations regarding some of her decisions.
It is unfortunate that sometimes the leadership of the municipality would want to make some few investigations before they act. It is also unfortunate that even the police will still have to do some investigations before they act. But what appears to be clear is that through the commission, we've been able to hear that there are a lot of wrong things that were taking place. And all that we hope for is for our police to act very swiftly, because we have had on numerous occasions a situation where police are always blamed for not acting quickly. And because they delay in taking action, some of the crucial evidence disappear because of the delays that are taking place. Let's hope that this time we're going to hear the police acting very swiftly and ensuring that those that have been seen or had to have done wrong are actually arrested.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for that insightful engagement. That was Dr. Levy Ndou, who is a political analyst there, weighing in on the Ekurhuleni HR head being provisionally suspended.